I suspect most of you were around Seton during this season of Lent, but I also know that we have some guests here tonight that perhaps weren't with us all during the season of Lent. Prior to that, the staff got together and we looked at all the readings for the Lenten season, and we developed what we have already finished, a 6-week preaching series. If you were around, you know that what it was all about. And when we read the readings, we discovered that the readings of this year for the Lenten season primarily talks about the storms of our lives. And obviously we're not talking about physical storms, but we're talking about the struggles and the trials that we all go through during life. What prayers have you brought here tonight? What's on your mind that's troubling you or worrying you that you want to bring into this celebration? If you were here on Good Friday when we had the prayers of the church, we invited the people who came to that service to write down their petitions, their prayers, and then they were read at the microphone, and to hear about all the concerns that were on people's mind. I wish I could get all of your prayers and read them out loud now. Many times it's prayers for health, or prayers for loved ones that from whom you might be alienated, or we had a number of prayers for those who were troubled by addictions and the opiate crisis and world peace and all that. Well, we realize that those storms of life that we, again, all go through, maybe, again, you're going through one now, or maybe right now you're at a time of peace, but eventually we all go through something. We realize that out of those storms come light. And that was the reason how we did the rainbow that you see up on the wall. Every week of the 6-week series, we had people write down their storms and how they were going to lead out of it, and that forms the rainbow. But what forms the rainbow? It's the sun. And even the sun is always shining. But even during cloudy days, don't we wish the sun would come out? And I often comment when I hear that, I say the sun is always out. It's just blocked by something. And so often in the storms of our life, we're blocked by that bright light. Now, perhaps to better illustrate this, I have a little thing. It'll take me a moment, so just talk among yourselves for a moment. Does that better illustrate it? So the sun, physically now, let's talk about the physical sun. The sun comes out, it comes through the clouds of our storms, and it forms the rainbow, the end of the storm. Now, tonight's celebration celebrates also another sun, not S-U-N, but S-O-N, and I'm sure you get the connection with Jesus. But so often, as we heard from the prophet Isaiah, God is our parent and wants to get through to us, but we're so bullheaded and blockheaded and we want to do it our way that we don't let God come to us. We block the way by our clouds, which is our selfishness and our self-will. But tonight's celebration, the resurrection of Jesus, is that God breaks into our lives. He's the sun. That if we open up ourselves through the storms, God can come to us, God can get to us, God can transform us. That's what the resurrection is. The reading from Paul, are you not aware that we who are dead, have been baptized, are dead? We're not talking about physical death. Paul is talking about the death of selfishness. That's what this is about. If we want to experience the resurrection of Jesus, we have to die to our selfishness and let that sun, S-O-N, of God, Jesus, shine to us and through us and lift us up. Resurrection is not something that we're just going to experience after we die. We can experience here tonight if we allow the Son to come into us, transform us, that we might live more like Jesus, more the life of Jesus, by the way we speak, the way we treat one another. That's the resurrection. It can happen now. It can happen every day if we let the Son in.